Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Hunters Stadium for the 2016 Grand Final day. We're starting off with the under-19s. There's no time for a pre-game show, however. Because the players are on the field, they're ready to go. So I'm here with Josh Nielsen. My name's Isaac Butterfield. We're ready to get underway. Big Joshy, how you going? How do you reckon those players are feeling out there? Young fellas, big game, big stadium, it's all happening.
Mate, I'm well. Thank you very much for having me, mate. It's all happening. Yeah, great day, great occasion to his Cup Grand Final day. We're here, a couple of great teams, the under-19s here, and I'm sure they're going to put on a show for us today.
So it's Lakes versus Central, 1 versus 3. These teams met 2 weeks ago, 31-10. Lakes were the winners. Let's see if that can be turned around for the Central boys this afternoon. Lakes are the favourites. Got you to run through the Lakes side there, Joshy.
Not a problem. We've got number 1, the fullback, Matt Cooper. On the wings, Oscar Muir and Hayden Mullins, son of Brett Mullins. In the centres, we've got Carl Randall and Geordie Elms. The halves are Tyler Kearsey and Sam Hibbard. The props, Luke Casson and Zach Keenan. At hooker, Nash Birch. Very handy player. Keep your eye on him. The 11 is Tyler Johnson. 12 is Jared Kirk. 13, Lyndon Hills. And they're coached by Matt Nichols.
And the Central side, we've got number 1, Jake Mason. Number 2, it's Blake Hendricks. Number 3, Tommy Versailles Sal. Number 4, it's Lachlan Bent. Number 5, Zach Fleming. Number 6 is Isaac Warboys as we get underway. Number 7 is Kyle Kingston. Number 8, about to take the ball. No, there we go. It's Millgate. In 8, Bryce Kennedy is about to pick the ball up from dummy half. He's not there at the moment, but Bryce Kennedy is the hooker. Mitchell Buckland at the 10. Number 11, Matt Colliner. Number 12, Don Fido. Number 13, Joel Taylor. And the bench for Central Newcastle is number 14, Liam Backus. Number 15, Jared Mitchell. Number 16, Riley Sullivan. Number 18, Jake Stanton. Number 19, Taylor Hughes. And number 20, Sione Hafunga. And they're coached by the great man from Dudley, Brett Gilbert.
Great man, Bretty Gilbert. Done a great job with the boys this year, and I'll be looking to finish off a great season today.
As Hafunga takes it forward, picked up by Kennedy. Taking the balls forward. Central, good little first set here. They're looking for the kick nice and early.
Yeah, good meters, good meters.
On the 50-metre line by Taylor. Ball goes out from Kennedy now, puts down the ground from Kingston.
And a good take there from the winger. That's Oscar Muir there. Good first set there from Central. Greasy conditions today too, so handling is going to be crucial for both sides there.
We were down there a little bit for a pitch report, and it's interesting to see how, as Lakes take the ball to the edge of the field, it's interesting to see how heavy it is hard underfoot rather.
It is. There's a little bit of water around too. There's a little bit of rain around today, so it's the water's just sort of sitting on top of the surface there, and it's very, very bit greasy, but they're going well.
As Birch stands at dummy half now, a little bit out, pushes it out down the side of the ground now, taking it forward there is Johnson to the 40-metre line now, Lakes. They're in enemy territory here, Josh. How important is it to score early on in the grand final?
Mate, I think it probably do a lot of confidence. Lyndon Berg goes to line there, very good player there. Sorry, Lyndon Hills, very, very strong ball runner. Mate, very, very important to early points. Mate, that's good nerve settler for the boys.
Birch put it high, there could be a chance. No. Ball goes dead there. Chasing hard was Kearsey. Chasing very hard indeed as the ball comes forward here. Sal ready to take it forward here for Central. He wants the tap. The referee takes his time. Obviously no quick tap in the under-19s division here in the Newcastle Rugby League. That's a bit of an interesting one. No quick tap.
No quick tap, mate. No, didn't deserve it. No, it's a funny rule. Sometimes they let you go, sometimes they don't. But I think in the 19s they don't let them go too quickly.
Keenan's in early here from Lakes. Big defence.
As there's a
little bit of something going on here. Half a gap.
Mason's away. A little bit of space on the edge there. Lakes a little bit compressed early, and they found a bit of space on the edge there. Central.
Here's Hafunga winding up.
That's a great carry. Great carry. He'll be doing that all day too. He's been great for the boys this year, and a very, very strong ball carrier.
Here's Kennedy. Away to Fido, tackled. They're only 30 metres out here, Central Newcastle, looking for something. Kennedy's pointing around. He's throwing a few things. Goes out the back, past Warboys. Here he goes. Looks for something. Warboys tackled there. Watch for the kicking game of Warboys and Kingston, the 6 and 7 of Central.
And also Kennedy from dummy half's got a very, very good boot too. So if they're all on, they can kick the ears off just about any team, mate. So yeah, very handy to have.
5 metres out now. Here's Kennedy. Pushes the ball out. It's Kingston. Little grubber inside. Picked up well from Cooper. Cooper's looking hard.
He's done very well.
Warboys looks for a shot. He bounces off. Finally brought down to the ground.
That's great work there from Cooper out to the 15 there from what could have been a sticky situation. He did very well to get out there and then some.
Not many ball runners in. They dropped the ball. Picked up, and we're going to have a double knock on there. Lakes. This isn't going the way they planned early on here.
No, Central finding a few good meters on the edge there coming out, and a little bit of pressure on them with a good kick. The fullback Matty Cooper did well to get out there, but Central put a bit of pressure on in defence, and they forced an error early on. So Lakes will be looking to hold them out here, and Central will probably love an early try. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, we'll have a look at this in the replay in just a moment. Here it is, coming out of dummy half, just a bit of a nothing
just
run.
Had a bit of a look, I think.
And Ben had an opportunity there to go with the ball, but he dropped it as well as Kennedy comes out the back of the scrum, comes across to Kingston. Here goes Sal looking for space, still going. He can't be tackled. He had an opportunity and Sal scored.
What a try.
What a great try.
That's a great start for the boys. And just keep an eye on young Sal here. You'll see that a lot today, mate. Early ball to him. He's a very, very strong ball runner. Great feet and a good set of hands on him too. So they'll look to play early ball to him as they did there and just see what he can do, mate. He's a bit of a freak.
Well, Central had an opportunity there to take and to capitalise on an early mistake from Lakes. They dropped the ball on the 10-metre line. There was a scrum, a little shift out, and South scoring in the corner. Only 4 minutes into the game, into the grand final. This has got to be damage stations here. As you see, South stepping off the left foot there, a bit of a bobble. Could have given it to his winger there, but he goes himself and scores in the corner with 3 players on top of him. And the Central boys absolutely love it. That's great work from Central early on in this grand final.
And like we say, mate, a nice early try, settle the nerves early on, and they'll be looking to put a good set on the back of that now, kick long and apply a bit more pressure to Lakes.
Now, you said before that Kennedy is a good kicker in play out of dummy half, but how does he go kicking for goal?
Do you know what, mate? We put the mocker on him a few times. They beat South there in the preliminary semi a few weeks ago by about 40 points, and he kicked 1 goal. So he's had a bit of a shocker of late, but we'll back him to come through here and do it when it counts.
So we're just lining up now. The rain's gone away. It's not too much of a wind out there. We can't see. There's no flags on the top of the post anymore. That's an interesting little one there, Josh.
Yeah, there wasn't too much of a breeze before. It's more just the rain that sort of keeps coming and going. But
here goes Kennedy. Looks good, and it is through the post, 2 points, 6-0. 5 minutes gone in the Newcastle Rugby League Under-19's grand final here at Hunter Stadium, or Marathon Stadium?
Marathon, mate.
Marathon Stadium, we'll call it Marathon. Old school, let's go. All right, you've played for Central for some years now in the first grade position, so you know what it's like to get points scored against you pretty early in a game.
On an edge too, mate. It's usually on my edge.
So you're kicking off. What do you need to do early on as the ball is kicked off here by Lakes and it's going to go down all the way to Millgate here?
Lakes will be looking for a big set defensively here, mate. That was pretty soft early on, so they'll be looking to muscle up here for sure.
Sorry, that wasn't Millgate. That was actually Fido tackled with the ball there from Central, 10 metres out. Little scoot out of dummy half, little bit of nothing, and the number 11, Johnson from Lakes, looking to make up for his mistake early on in the piece as Kennedy puts the ball out. Warboys puts a nice little feet, good feet there. Look at the feet from Colliner.
It's the 11, Matty Colliner, very handy player. Central shifting to an edge early, maybe looking to have a little bit of joy like they did last time on the edges early on in the set.
Here's Kennedy, puts one out to Millgate. Jeez, he's a hard runner.
He's a hard runner, mate. He's very uncompromising, Mills. He just gets off the back fence every time. And
doesn't stop.
He'll give you everything. Kennedy kicks early from the 40.
And finds space. That's a great kick from Kennedy early on. As you can see with that ball, just how it bounced there as it hit the turf. It is very slippery and it is a hard ground. And Kennedy leading the chase too.
And Warboys over the top. That's a great tackle.
What an effort. Warboys, Taylor and Kennedy. Great work. Lakes now just scooting out of dummy half. There's not too many runners here. Another scoot. Just trying to find some metres. Trying to rekindle what's going on.
They'll just want to get through their set here, Lakes. They'll just want to get a completion in here, get a good kick on the end of it, and just try and hang on to the ball.
Puts it to Casson.
Taylor there with some good low contact. And good
shot.
Too. A little bit of afters there too.
Early defence. That's what you need in a grand final. A little bit of push and shove. That's what we like to see.
There's numbers
nice
here.
Little step. And... play on. No, knock on from the referee. Okay, so Lakes can't get out of their own half.
And it was on there too. There was, I think the winger had dropped a little bit early for Central, and they probably didn't move up. They thought they were going to get the early kick in, and they went one pass wide, and they had the numbers, but didn't quite, didn't get the pass to stick, mate. But it was definitely on as we have a look at the replay here.
Here's the play the ball, come out. Look at that shot.
Great pressure from Taylor there.
Millgate makes the tackle there with Hafunga.
As we say, he gets 4-1 nearly.
Just not the right angles there, and a little bit offside as well. As Central goes back on the charge here, they're inside the 40 now. Here's Kennedy with a little bit out of dummy half, goes into Bent, takes it forward for Central now. Kennedy, 25 metres out. He's going to pick the ball up. Where's he going to go? Left, right. He goes right. Turns Millgate under. Goes outside to Warboys. Picks up Hafunga.
Playing with some nice shape there too, Central. Good shape on the edges and bodies in motion at the line. It's going to be hard stuff for Lakes here.
Kennedy puts it out. Taylor palms one off. Goes to the ground. 8 metres out now. Here's Kennedy. Is he going to hit the left-hand side here? They have numbers. The winger's unmarked. There's Kennedy. He goes himself, steps. And he's going to be tackled. just in front of line. That is the changeover.
Fifth tackle.
Interesting tactic there. Didn't try and put it in the in goal for a turnover.
Not always a bad option with the 7 tackle rule these days as well. It's sometimes just as good getting tackled on the try line. They've still got to work it out from inside their own 10, as opposed to you can get a kick too long and give them 7 tackles to come out on the 20. So not always a bad option, the run on 5th.
Kirk plays the ball now. I'm a front row. I've never thought about those parts of the game. I just tackle and run.
The finer points of rugby league, but
never thought of it. Johnson tackled 9 metres out here. Here's Casson puts it onto Hills. Lyndon Hills taking it forward.
Very strong player, Lyndon Hills. Played a lot of first grade for Lakes this year. Very strong player.
Here's Casson now. Millgate over. Geez, Millgate's in there early.
Yeah, mate, he loves it. He's very physical, very robust front rower. Just loves getting down and dirty, doing the tough stuff.
Finishes that tackle off too as the ball now heads out to the left-hand touchline with Elms. Tackled there with Kingston. Around the legs is Sal, the try scorer early on in this game. As the game and a big contact there from Kingston as the ball goes down the ground.
Mason's let it bounce too. He's back 3. They really want to be getting to those kicks on the full and trying to chew those metres up.
Here goes Bobby Hendricks. Played a few games for the Dudley Magpies. You can see at half a break we taught him everything he knows.
A proud club of the 2290 postcode. He's Sal now.
Oh, big palm over the top, but he gets tackled.
Has he lost that?
Coming into touch charge, and they've called it. Lost ball. This is a big moment for Lakes here in this game. 10 minutes in, this is what they needed. A
lot of bum taps and high fives there, and rightly so. Good set in defence there, and did want to wrap Tommy Sal up there too on the back of a quick play the ball that could have been dangerous, but wrapped him up well and forced the error.
As you can see the replay here, he's just lost it.
He just sort of rolled on the ball there.
Just a little bit of a bumble.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
As you can see it just there.
Yeah, he's
lost it. Good call from the touch judge. We should give the referees a bit of a mention here. James Fleet, the referee out there today as the ball comes out, and the touch judges Will McGuinness and Cameron Smith. Cam Smith obviously got the week off this week, so he come up here and refed a few games. Good on you, Cam.
Good man.
As Birch comes out, puts it on to Kirk, and Kirk powering his legs forward through Millgate, but he gets over the top alongside Taylor.
Lakes will be looking to hit back here. Try would be really good for them. Nice confidence boost to get back to level.
And Birch is going to go to the right-hand side. Picks up Hills. Hills looking to go over the top.
Great contact there from Warboys.
Early contact up high, wrapping that ball up from Warboys there. They're going to go right-hand side. Scoots out a dummy half. It's
desperate defence.
Both hookers looking for early points. Ball goes out. Here's Hill. Steps off, puts a grubber through, picks it up. Nobody picks it up.
It's a bit too heavy.
All right, what are we going to do here? Here we go. Quick tap. Takes it forward. Good to see a centre there taking the tap off the 20-metre line, helping out.
Looking for a bit of work. That's it.
Here goes Hafunga, powering forward. Look at this.
Great metres.
Still going. They can't take him down.
Jeez, mate.
Plays the ball. Here's Kennedy off the back of that. Looking for runners.
Met some solid defence there.
Tackled there near the 50-metre line.
Lyndon Hills again. He's involved in everything. Looks he might have hurt himself there.
Hafunga's having issues with a boot. Got to put tape on the boots, mate. Those shoelaces keep coming undone. Here's Millgate for another run. He's had about 15 runs. Where's our statistician? Where's David Middleton? We need him immediately. As Warboys goes to put it high, and it is a soaring
That's
kick
got snow on
coming
it.
down
That's
on
got
Cooper.
Snow on it. And a great take there from Cooper, the young fullback.
Well taken there from Cooper. Taken there in a tackle by Kingston around the legs. Textbook tackle, some would say.
Very old school, mate. One for the purists, that one.
The purists. Central in a commanding position in this game. They seem to be on top in attack and defence as Casson comes out to the 20-metre line now for Lakes. Offside, no.
Playing it off the mark, he's going to get him there.
Off the mark.
Take two steps backwards and play it.
That's fair. I like that rule. I think that's a good call as he'll take it forward now. Tackled over the top there and wrestled to the ground by Taylor. Here goes Birch, looking for runners. They seem to be in disarray as Kearsey puts it down the ground.
Jeez, that's a tough one, mate. Jake Mason wants to be getting to these kicks on the full. He's letting them bounce. He needs to be attacking these kicks and trying to chew the metres here, mate. He's letting those bounce, and that's a good run. That's a great run. Great
return from Mason there. But as we said earlier, the ground is a little bit different here to what Newcastle Rugby League is used to. It's a bounce. It's a bobble. It's a bit of a skip. It's very different to the cricket pitches that Newcastle Rugby League is used to. But as the ball now comes out, Kingston Warboys puts it on to Colliner.
And again, Central shifting to the edges, trying to see if they can have any joy on the edges of Lakes there. Just compressed defence, but Lakes up to the task there.
War Boys there with a questionable pass to Millgate.
That was
Touch judge
50-50.
didn't call it. Coming out now, there's Kennedy going out to Taylor. Taylor tackle with the ball, 33.5 metres out. Here's Kennedy. Out to War Boys. War Boys puts it down the ground. It's going to beat the winger, and it's going to go into touch in the field of play. Great kick. Give his forwards a rest. There's pats on the back. War Boys. War Boys, Kingston, Millgate. These three players, and Mason coming from the back. This is important for Central. Lakes need something here. They need to put a big kick down the ground, try and get some field position in Central's half. At the moment, they're really not offering too much.
Yeah, very surprised, mate. They look a bit disjointed, even just as they're coming out. It's a lot of one-out stuff, not a lot of push, and even on fifth tackle there, we saw a little bit of confusion there. So Lakes, this is surprising, mate. They might be rattled a little bit early on, but they're a champion side, and they'll bounce back, mate. They'll be there when the whips are cracking.
Kesey feeds the scrum now, goes out to the middle, and there's a knock on there.
And we've got a strip.
We've got a penalty, pulling the ball out. High tackle. High tackle called there from referees James Flett. The Flat man is on fire today in the middle.
The man in pink.
As are the touch judges, are doing very well out there.
As are the commentators, mate. We've got a quick tap, sneaky tap.
Sneaky tap as Millgate hits hard.
Did he shape for the kick there and then tap that?
I think he did. That was
beautiful.
crafty. And they've lost the ball again. We've got another penalty. It's a rake. He stripped the ball there. 2 men in the tackle.
And as the crowd are into him, we've had a call of, "We're not here to watch you, sir." That's what the Tooheys Cup's all about for me.
And the ball goes dead there on the 40-metre line.
Crowd building nicely too. There'll be a lot of support here for Lakes. 3 grades in today. There'll be a lot of support from the boys from Belmont.
Taking the ball forward there. Needed some good metres there, and that is Connor Whitaker on the field now. Ball goes out. Here's Jacob Hill taking it forward on the 20-metre line now for Lakes. This is an important part of the game here for Lakes. They're 15 minutes into the grand final, yet to score. They've got 6 points on top of them already as the ball is turned under. They come back up the middle, tackled by Millgate, Taylor and Kennedy there. They're 15 metres out now.
Millgate and Taylor getting through an absolute mountain of work defensively here too.
Here goes Birch down the left-hand side.
Numbers on that left there if Lakes have a go again.
They're going to go again.
4 on 3.
Ball goes out, steps off both feet. Been watching me play. To the right.
Sorry,
now.
mate, that shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
Long ball off the left foot, the right foot. Still going through, little grubber through, but picked up by
well
Mason
done
and
there.
finds the field of play. Great stuff.
Great stuff there from fullback Jake Mason. A little bit disjointed again in attack there, Lakes, but nice kick on the end of it. Mason's done very well to clean that up and get out of trouble. And Central are going to look now to get themselves out of their red zone.
The South scoots out of dummy half, bumps one off, but is taken in a tackle, but offloads to Kennedy. Here's Kennedy looking for numbers. A little bit of a step, and he's tackled there.
Nice bit of second phase there too. Good metres.
22 metres out now, the Central Newcastle boys with a running forward there. It's Jake Stanton. He's on the field for Millgate. Millgate's off, having a bit of a rest, a well-deserved rest, as Kennedy darts out of dummy half, beats the markers. They're offside, still going forward, 50 metres out now.
Kennedy. That's what he can do, mate. Nice quick play. The ball forward, give him a good platform to work off. He can really cause havoc there.
War Boys puts it down the ground, exact same as he did before. Goes down 10 metres out now. It's the winger in Mullins. Here's Hayden Mullins. Takes it forward there and is tackled 21 metres out from Lakes try line here.
And a good set defensively there from Lakes. They muscled up and Central didn't allow them to make too many easy metres. A couple of good offloads there, but they'll be looking to put a good set in now.
40 metres out now. They need a big kick, Kennedy. They need to camp themselves on Central's try line, or at least in their 20, and try and come up with something. They're having problems with their runners, but here's a little
Gabe. Birch has gone through. He's got support inside.
Matt Cooper will score.
And just out of nowhere.
Out of absolutely nowhere, Matt Cooper has scored underneath the post, and there goes all that pressure that Central have been putting on for the last 18 minutes.
And that's what this Lake side can do. There's a lot of very, very quality players there. Nash Birch, the hooker, very crafty. And he looked like he's forward over him on the right-hand side. He dummied, went back to the left, and Central's right edge would switch off. They hadn't moved up, as we'll see here on the replay. He took the metres, and young Cooper pushed up inside there. Great work.
As I was just about to say, they seem to be having problems as he absolutely carves the Central defence.
How quick is he?
And he picks up
great support there
Matt
too.
Cooper there. Lakes seem to be having a few issues today with runners and not being ready to run.
Just a bit of timing seems around the rucks just off, but maybe a bit of pre-grand final jitters on the big dance, mate. But look, like we say, there's a lot of good players there, and they'll fix that as the game goes on, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and that's the thing about grand finals. They are anyone's game. It's a different game, as everyone knows. Anything can happen, and as Matt Cooper is going to shape up here and go for the goal here, the extra 2 points to level it up here. 20 minutes into the first half. There's 10 minutes. These halves go for half an hour for those of you playing at home. And Josh, mate, you've played in a few grand finals.
Not too many winners, mate. I've been in 2 for this club, 2 for me school, and I've managed to lose all 4 of them, mate. So I know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to win one, but yeah, mate. No, and it's a big occasion, mate. It's a whole year's worth of work. Comes down to sort of an hour of footy for these blokes. And
here's Matt Cooper, easy kick over the post, puts the ball back into the grandstand.
What about you, mate? How many medals have you got yourself?
Mate, I stopped counting after about under 9s, and no, mate, I played for Dudley for most of my life, so there's a few.
Yeah, there's a cutler. He's got a cutler. The trophy cabinet's not empty anyway.
Did lose a grand final playing for Central, however, in under 18s. We should have won. We were on fire that
We've
year.
all done that.
With and here goes Mason, getting us back underway. Central Newcastle, putting it high. Drop it is the call from the crowd.
The crowd's in good voice.
Forward.
This crowd at Hunter Stadium building nicely. The sledging's on.
Tackled there. Hughes
like
makes the tackle. There goes Birch, putting the ball out. Here's Casson now.
Lakes will be looking to put together a good set here on the back of points and try and build some pressure now. What Central was sort of doing to them that first sort of 20 minutes that we saw.
As Whittaker's put on his back there, 43 metres out from the Central, from their own line rather. Going down, the ball now is flying down the ground. It's going to go dead.
And again, we're seeing that greasy, firm surface, mate. It's the kickers are going to have a hard day trying to get those balls to stop where they want them to. It's like we say, it's nice and firm, and there's a bit of moisture on the surface too. So that ball's really going to take off when it hits the deck.
All right, taps the ball, big defence, great defence from Lakes there. That's what they need to really pick up on here. They've got the skill. A little bit of a lost ball called there. No, as a Sow darts out a dummy half. They need to pick up in their defence. They've got the skill to score points from anywhere in the field, as we just saw. But they're going to need to muscle up in defence, especially with players like Millgate and this man, Hafunga, as he just goes.
He's a wrecking ball.
He is an absolute Miley Cyrus will be proud as Kennedy.
He's an absolute meter eater.
Puts the ball onto the left.
Young Sullivan there.
Tackled with the ball. Riley Sullivan puts it out. Here's Warboys looking for numbers. Picks up. Colliner is tackled 30 metres out from the Lakes line. Warboys at Acne half puts the ball into the hands of Taylor, who takes the ball forward for Central. Here's Kennedy looking to his left. Puts the ball. Warboys. Here's Warboys. Little grubber.
Great
looking
kick
for Bobby Hendricks. And the ball is picked up nicely by Matt Cooper, but Blake Hendricks with a great tackle.
And a great kick there from young Warboys. Matty Cooper, the Lakes fullback, really, really well to clean that up under a storm of Central defenders there, but he's just been tagged in the in goal. But really, really good kick there from young Isaac Warboys.
That was a great kick, and exactly what Central needed here. They need to capitalise from this. They need points going into the half. There's 7 minutes to go in this first half of the under-19s Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final, as we're about to get underway with Kearsey, who's going to drop the ball out. Puts the ball down the ground, going to the 50. Very nice dropout.
Lovely. 50 on the fly.
Here you go, Sullivan.
Get off the back fence, son.
Oh! We've got Sullivan down, I believe. He's knocked out with a head clash there. That's a big shoulder.
Jeez, that's an absolute bell ringer.
We'll get that on the replay if we can slow that down. That's a massive shot.
That's a huge one for the Lakes boys there. That's massive. There's a lot of bum taps in there.
Sullivan's on the ground. He seems to be okay, as we can just see the replay here as the ball flies down to the 50. Picks up as the big fella comes forward. Watch this for a shot. Watch his head. Boom.
We've just got cheek on cheek there.
That is one of the biggest hits I've ever seen in under-19s football.
Jeez, that would have hurt. He's thrown the kitchen sink at him there. That's, wow. Wow.
Coming from someone who's had enough head clashes for a lifetime, that is not a fun position to be in. It's actually quite a strange position to be in. You're quite emotional. You don't know what's going on. Everyone's standing around.
A little bit upset.
You're a little bit upset. You don't even know why. You're like, what's going on here?
You're thinking about the modelling career?
Oh, my modelling career was over before I was born. Don't worry about that. It's actually, Sullivan there. tackled. Well, it was a fair tackle. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. It's a head clash.
It's a head clash, mate. His ears will be ringing, and he's lost the ball. So Jake Mason's just asking the question, is the official there? But nothing wrong with that tackle, mate. Just body on body, and young Sullivan looks like he's all right.
As he's going to get the clap off the field. Great part about rugby league. Both teams and both team supporters clapping him off the field.
Nice bit of sportsmanship there. He looks all right, the big fella. He's walking himself off, so he's probably just ears are ringing a little bit. And yeah, here we go. Mate, do they do the HIA, the head injury assessment? Or we?
No, I don't know, mate. Not at Dudley, we don't.
It's usually done at the Royal Crown Hotel, I think, post game.
Yeah. Can you skull? No, we can't. Yeah, he's got a concussion.
Righto, mate. Maybe have the week off next week.
That was a big hit. That was like Joel Clinton playing for the Broncos, if you recall that, playing against the Warriors. Probably about 2013 or so, as the ball is fed and the ball pushes out to the left-hand side of the field now, and Elms with the ball.
Good bit of feet there.
Sal trying to wrestle him to ground. He gets him down onto the ground with the help of Mason. No, he doesn't. Plays the ball there. Ball goes out. Here is with the ball. It's Kirk now with the ball. Tackled.
Great tackle there. Millgate again. Really strong.
Ronda Rousey would be proud as the ball is pushed on to Whittaker.
Oh, geez, that's
great shot. What's happened there? Was that a great shot or was that a high tackle?
Mate, that tackle was never low in its life. He's got him around the ears there. Definitely young Taylor there. That's a bit of a slip up there. And the boys back-to-back errors there, Central. Going in, this could be good for Lakes here. Looking to build a bit of pressure and maybe go into the half in front here with a couple of bits of ill discipline from the boys there.
6 minutes to go. It's Casson taking the ball forward now. Lakes are now firing up. They're G'ing each other up. They're ready to go. Keenan tackle with the ball still going. He's lost it.
Knock on.
Hang on, what's the call from the referee?
I thought that was stripped. I think they were lucky there.
Here goes Sal running behind his own player in Millgate. That was a bit of an iffy one there, but he's tackled there by about 4 players. Plays the ball 30 metres out. Starting to get a bit fiery. This is what we like to see in a grand final.
That's it, mate. Bit of feeling, bit of emotion.
As Keenan makes that tackle on top.
And we've got a call of get him behind you, sir.
It's great being able to hear the crowd up in the commentary box.
Yeah, mate, we're behind 6-inch glass and we can hear him. What's going on?
Oh, as they find a bit of space, coming down the sideline now, looking for Hendricks, but he doesn't use him.
Didn't push the pass there. Probably not a bad option. Lakes were in cover in there, and Greasy Serves could have gone into touch very easily.
The winger, Mullins, has come off that tackle second best there. He's doesn't really know where he is at the moment. As Hafanga finds a bit of space down the right-hand touchline there for Central.
So damaging on that right edge there.
Plays the ball. Caught him onside, sir. Please, immediately. Finds Millgate. Pushing it out. They're shifting it. Millgate will step off his left. And
Warboys.
Warboys. Who's Millgate?
Millsy's pushing up with him.
There's Kenny, a bit of a bobble as he hits. Play on. And Hendricks puts it down.
3 knock-ons there. Take your pick. Good from the Butcher boys there. Good meters on the edges again. Little bit of early ball to the edges, and they're having a lot of joy there. Both sides, the left and right, Nafunga and the centres on the left edge.
As the ball gets pushed out there, probably the pass didn't need to get pushed as quick, but that's what's gone on there for Central. They've left that one begging. As an offload now, pushes the ball out, finds Hibbard. Hibbard looking for space, and he's tackled Millgate. Not Millgate, sorry, that is Sal with the ball on top there. Bit of a penalty appealing. No, doesn't get one as the ball is picked up and taken forward now by Whittaker. Whittaker's 35 metres out from his own line now. Lakes on the charge again. They've got 4 minutes now. They need to get a try before half time to stay level going into the half.
Oh, great
offload. Flick pass. That's a great pass.
Fantastic offload there.
Muir playing the ball now. Ball coming back into the middle of the field. They're shaping up for the last tackle option now as Casson's tackled by Warboys. And he's lost it. Afunga goes, he takes a knee to tie his shoe up again. Can somebody get that man some tape immediately?
Someone do
That's
his boots
fourth
up.
time he's had to tie his shoes up. Taking a knee there, but great work, great defence from Afunga there.
And geez, that's a big let off too. Lakes looking to build a bit of pressure. Really, really good meters from the boys there. Looking to build a pressure with a good kick on the end of that set. Really test the Butcher boys out, but they've just let the pressure off there with that little knock on.
Three minutes to go. Both teams will get another set of 6 or 2 as they're just taking their time now to get the scrum packed here. 6 all in the under-19s grand final here. Sunday the 18th of September. What a great day. As the ball is taken forward.
Oh, geez, that's got to be a penalty.
It's a penalty to Central. A lifting tackle.
He's just gone past the horizontal. They're probably not too much in it, but he's gone past the horizontal.
They definitely pulled out of it, but we know how dangerous they can be. So
yeah, absolutely.
A deserved penalty as Warboys finds an extra 20 metres off this kick. Here's the replay here. You just see he just gets underneath him and... Yeah, it's a bit of a 50-50 call, but I'm happy with that decision. And they lost the ball, Central. Lachlan Bent's lost the ball.
There's a bit of
an argy-bargy too. A few punches were thrown there.
A little bit of push and shove there, but young Lockie Bent, he's knocked the ball on there, and he'd be filthy on himself there. Central with a good chance to build some pressure, and he's just let him off the hook.
He's lost his lollies there, and both teams are showing unyielding defence this morning. It's great to see from two young sides, both being so aggressive and giving their all for their teams here. As the scrum will be fed now and the ball will be pushed out to that left-hand side. Lakes seem to be favouring that left-hand side as Cooper's looking for some space, and he finds a little bit, but tackled there. Sal's over the top yet again.
He's been very strong this first half, Cooper. A lot of very good carries from the young fullback.
And the try scorer as well from the young fullback. And their big defence appealing for a penalty as the Lakes players on the halfway line now. Here goes Whittaker for another charge. He's been pushed back.
Young Milgate flying up there looking for the shot.
Casson standing at dummy half, getting everyone confused. He's in there trying to look after his mate as Sau comes forward.
Great defence there from Sau.
Wraps him up, but he keeps going. It's Randall, Carl Randall, on the 40-metre line. Here goes McGrady. Tackled there, 35 metres out from the central line. Bit of a swinging arm from Taylor.
Young McGrady, the Rep Player of the Year for the Rebels, really handy talent. Keep an eye on him later in the game. Very good player. As
Kearsey puts the ball high, where's Maysden? He's underneath it and he takes it well and gets out of the field, stays in the field of play rather, and the ball will be here with Blake Hendricks as the ball gets pushed on and taken forward there. They're only about 5 metres out now. This is a great opportunity here for Lakes to put some pressure on, but they are running out of time. There's only 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Central do well to just get through this set and kick the Steeden into touch. They're under the pump a little bit here. Lakes putting the blowtorch to them a little bit, so they'll do well to just sort of see the half out going level.
The referee's called it back a little bit there, puts the ball back, goes out and finds a funger again. Palms off, and that fend has got a lot of power behind it.
It's an absolute wrecking ball.
There's 4 people in that tackle. 20 seconds remaining in this first half. And here goes Milgate for another run.
The boots have stayed done up this carry too. He hasn't been able to do the laces up, which is good to see.
He's looking for another run. That's a penalty for sure, as he gets in the road of the hooker. Puts down the ground. Picked up there by Cooper, the try scorer from Lakes. There's the siren in the background, and Bacchus meets him 25 metres out, and that's the end of the first half. 6-all. To the minor premiers Lakes and Central, 1 versus 3 in this grand final. Josh Nielsen, mate, that was a very interesting first half of rugby league here at Hunter Stadium. What are your thoughts?
Mate, frantic first half. Both sides are really throwing the kitchen sink at each other in defence. Central finding some good metres on the edges, coming out of trouble. Lakes a little bit disjointed early, but got it together sort of late in that half. Scored a nice try, and they'll be looking to more of the same when they come out for the second stanza.
Now Sau, he scored. Tommy Versailles Sau scored very early on. In fact, in the 6th minute, he scored over in the right-hand corner. Great start for Central, who were coming into this game not as the favourites. Lakes defeated them only 2 weeks ago, 31-10. And Lakes are also the minor premiers. 2 weeks is a long time in rugby league. Lakes getting that week off may have caused them a bit of grief, but Matt Cooper scored in the 19th minute. He came back and brought them back straight into the game. It's 0-0 going into this into the halftime sheds. I remember playing underneath Brett Gilbert back in my under 16s. It was.
Yeah, right.
And we were under the pump in the grand final. We won the grand final that year, but half-time come in and Gilb's coming to the sheds. He called us every name under the sun. He absolutely exploded.
The old Brett Gilbert hairdryer treatment. Absolutely sprayed you.
He sprayed us, and we went out and won the grand final, and were heroes of Dudley for exponentially.
Forever thereafter.
So that's it. That's the end of the first half here in the Under-19's Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final. It's Grand Final Day with Bar TV, brought to you by Top Better. What a great start of the day.
Mate, it's just a special day, grand final day. I know the football's in Newcastle, whether you're involved or not, it's a really, really good day, mate. People love to get out here, see some great rugby league, and it's a good occasion, mate. There's a special buzz around the day. Great to be able to have it here at Hunter Stadium too. Fantastic facilities here. Mate, it is. It's a really, really good day, and looking forward to the games that are following this one as well.
Half time in the under-19s Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final. Tooheys Cup Day here at Hunter Stadium. Bar TV. We'll see you after the break. time for the second half here in the under-19's Grand Final. Tooheys Cup Grand Final Day, 18th of September 2016 here at Hunter Stadium. 6-all is the score, 1-3. The minor premiers off to a poor start in the game, but they came back at the end there with some quick attacking skill, charging down the field. But let's see what happens in this next 30 minutes here in the under-19s. Anything can happen. Josh Nielsen is with me as per the first half. We did have an early injury to our commentary team with Sam Collins.
Yeah, he pulled out, mate. Big Bruno, a little bit sad and under the weather this morning. So we've lost him just before kickoff. But look, mate, I think we've made the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've actually probably come out on top.
I think so, mate. I think so.
Seeing how there's only two microphones.
Silver linings and clouds, mate. And, you know.
Mason putting some water on the ball here for the kickoff.
Yeah, nice.
That old tactic.
Good to see. Good to see.
And we're underway. Flett gets us underway as the ball in a spiralling kick and well taken as the ball goes brought forward now by Keenan.
That was a tricky one. He did very well there to hang on to that.
Tackled 15 metres out here from Lakes Line. They need early points. Someone needs to get a hold of this game and for a chance to win, because anyone can score anywhere during the field, as there's a penalty pushing around the ball there.
Young Lyndon Hill's really strong carry there from the Lakes lock, and he's earned his team a penalty, valuable penalty early on here.
Cooper running from the back of the ruck and pushing the central player in the back in Taylor.
The game's starting to get a little bit spicy, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little boil over at some time here in the half. A couple of passionate young fellas throwing themselves around. This could get interesting.
There were a few handbags gone in the first 30 minutes as the ball is brought forward by Casson. They're now 30 metres out from the central line. Here's the ball now with the representative player in McGrady, Aaron McGrady.
Slippery.
Look at him go. Vaseline all over the legs now. Here goes Birch, standing at dummy half. Puts the ball out. It's going to go to the edge now. It's with Hills. Skillful player in Hills. Played a bit of first grade this year.
He did, mate. Strong as an ox. Yeah, only young fella, only 17 years old, I think, 17 or 18, and really, really strong ball runner. Good defender and fantastic sledger too, mate. Loves a bit of sledging. So nothing wrong with that, mate. Confident young man.
McGrady plays the ball. Here it goes. Now going to the left-hand side. It's with the replacement. Whitaker's tackled.
Kennedy with a great legs tackle there.
Ball down the left-hand side. Tackled there is Cooper looking for players. Dummies. Puts the ball still going now. Here's back to the dummy half as they put a kick across. Where's the winger in Hendricks?
Oh, great take.
And that will be a 20-metre tap by Bobby Hendricks.
Really, really good take from the winger there. He had a bit to do. It was sort of coming across his body. He was running forward and he had defenders in his face, and he's done well to take that in the in goal there and give his team 7 tackles.
Ball is tapped on the 20-metre line. It's now coming forward. They're tackled there. 25 metres out from their own line, Central. Lakes have certainly picked up, and here's Hafanga. Let's see how he goes now. Still striving forward. Still moving. Tackled there by two players. Ball is played now on just over the 30-metre line. Comes down to Sal. Let's see how they attack this right-hand side edge now. Central running towards the southern hill here at Hunter Stadium as the ball is pushed out. Tackled there is Fido. Don Fido with the ball.
Good line speed from the Seagulls this set. Really, really good line speed, aggressive stuff, which is looking to make a statement here early in this second half.
Kingston puts it out to the War Boys as they're going to the left-hand side now. On their head is...
Hill's giving him some treatment there.
He loves it.
Touch judge oblivious to that one.
It's Milgate charging forward again.
He's been very robust, young Milgate. Really, really strong this first half and opening of the second.
His intense, forceful, powerful attitude is really interesting coming into this game. Good adjectives. Adjectives? There we go. We'll get the word right in a moment. As Lakes make it out. Great work there from Muir. As Lakes are they're starting to aim up in this second half. They're certainly picking up their game as they're running down. Beats Sow. He's into space now. Looking for support. He's still going.
Oh, they got him.
Randall. What a run from Randall.
Jeez, that's a
Plays the ball. It's a penalty.
And we've got a penalty.
And they've got the penalty.
Geez, Central's right edge there. Sow's missed a tackle there. Let the pressure off big time. 2 really good tackles. Kept Lakes in their 10, and then they go 1 pass wide. Little bust on the left-hand side, and then a penalty to compound it. So Central will be looking to aim up big time here this set.
Blassack's made his way onto the field, the big fella, into this second half. He's looking for some early metres.
He was very good in the major semi-final the other week. Really, really strong ball carrier. Good engine on him.
He hasn't made his way out of the grain yet, but here he goes now, taking the ball forward.
That's a great carry.
Makes a good 12 metres there. He wants to get up nice and early, but Sal's on top of him, not allowing that as the ball is now pushed onto McGrady. McGrady tackled there in the 25-metre line. And Taylor throwing that swinging arm.
The overhand right.
The overhand right. As the ball now gets pushed out to the right-hand side. It comes back to Kearsey with the ball now.
UFC 205 here at Hunter Stadium.
Good ground control. Finds Casson looking for inside, outside. Goes himself, however, and finds himself 5 metres out from the line. The ball is now with Cooper as he puts it out to McGrady, stepping, looking for something. Nearly beats Fider, but he's tackled with the ball as the ball gets pushed out yet again. Comes back to Blasek. He's just come on the field. He's looking for a try. Big tackle from Sal.
Chopped, absolute grass cutter. He's still going. We've got a held call.
Is that not a double movement?
Jesus. Well, I would have liked to have seen a penalty there, mate. That's as a blue and white supporter, though.
The ball's now.
I'll take me.
Rub it in, looking for someone, and knock on from War Boys. This will be an interesting call. Yes, knock on is the call from the touch judge.
And he just got put off
from
there.
The referee, sorry.
The Lakes chaser, I think War Boys might have thought he wasn't a chance at that ball, and it bobbled up for him, and he spilled a tough one to take. And Lakes here, really, really good chance to put some points on early in the second half.
Look at that gap he found there, straight through, and War Boys. That was a hard take for War Boys.
Yeah. That was young Cooper chasing that one through. That would have been a great try if it had just sat up for him. But ifs and buts were candy and nuts, mate.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Josh Nielsen, expert commentary to the left and be here. Good stuff, mate. Great rap.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
All right, Lakes in a commanding position here. They're looking for points. They want to score first, the minor premiers. As the ball comes out of the back with Hills, takes it forward. Great work from Mason. He offloads the ball.
Numbers on the left here.
Coming out, it's Blasek with the ball. You know
Great
he can
concept.
get an offload out, but Sal finishes him over the top. Quick play the ball. The ball is now with Randall. Randall pushes the ball out to Hibbert.
Oh, Kennedy.
Hibbert, great tackle from Kennedy.
Great work. Oh, and
Flying
he's
up,
forced the error.
lost it. The referee.
Great. Oh, Bryce Kennedy. Give yourself a pat on the back, son. He's forced an error there. He's sledging. The boys at bum taps, mate. That's fantastic
Here's
stuff.
the replay. It's coming up now for Bar TV for Top Bet. Oh, look at this. This is great stuff. Flies out of the line around the legs on McGrady, and he loses the ball after the play the ball, and the referee calls it straight away, and Central get out of that one absolutely scot-free.
And that's what grand finals are about, mate. Just those sort of big plays when it counts, mate. Lake's looking to build a bit of pressure there, and Kennedy, he's done a massive favour for his teammates there with that effort.
Grand finals were won and lost on those moments, and that was great stuff from Kennedy as he was with the ball again. The referees called it back, however, to the scrum. Not too sure what was wrong with that one, but we'll...
You're a bit old school, mate. What's your thoughts on the modern day scrum?
Mate, they're fantastic. They give forwards a rest. I don't know. They're a bit of a joke, aren't they?
Nothing.
Sal puts the ball out, and it's with Mason. I don't know. I think it still has.
We
its
got a
moments.
strip there.
Penalty going to Central Newcastle now for Mason. A strip on him. Lake's looking to get the ball back, but that's not the way to do it. They're going to lose some ground now. The scrum is an interesting one. I mean, there's a lot of history in the scrum. I mean. There's still always an opportunity to get the ball back if you push. It's interesting that no one pushes. There's no rule that says you can't push.
Yeah.
I don't know why NRL clubs don't push. Anyway, but the ball comes forward.
I can't help you, mate. I'm a winger. I've got no interest in the subject. I was just asking you as a front rower, mate.
As the ball now comes forward for Central, they're in a good spot. Have you ever been in a scrum? As the ball's going to get shifted out here. Here's Heffunga looking for space. He's going to go himself looking for Sal, but doesn't find him.
And they're just standing off him. Those Lakes defenders have got to get up and meet him. He's making too many easy metres on this right edge.
Here's Sal again, stepping, moving, elbows up there, going into that tackle. Kennedy from dummy half. He's going to push it out to the edge. They're going to look to the right here. It goes to War Boys. Pass outside to Mason. Here's Mason looking for numbers. He's into space and he throws the ball. I know what he was trying to do.
He just didn't do it.
Just didn't do it.
He's made a little bit of composure there. It was only third tackle. I think Mazo would have been done well to take the tackle there and play off the back of it. As we see here, the right to left spread. War Boys plays out the back to Mason really nicely. Nice pump. He had players outside him. Just didn't need to push that one, I don't think. I know, like you say, know what he was trying to do. He just...
Mullins certainly got in the way there of that pass from Mason. But that comes off. He looks like a hero, and those are the type of chances you need to take in the grand final to get the win. As the ball is now dropped out from Kearsey, comes down the ground, is going to get picked up by Kingston and put onto Fido as he charges forward.
Jeez,
and another big
solid
shot.
contact.
Casson and Keenan in the tackle together yet again. They're looking for another victim.
Hint of a knock on there on that play of the ball too.
Taylor takes it forward. Geez, The number 10 and the number 8 for Lakes United are just destroying this central defence as the push. Taylor comes out looking for Hills there, and here's Millgate coming forward. They're 12 metres out now, Central, looking for more points as Kennedy puts it out to Warboys. Here's Hafunga looking for Sau. He finds Sau. He's in a good spot here. He's going to go close and held up.
Great defence
just
there.
in front of the line there. They're going to play the ball right on the line.
Good defence from Lake's left edge there. Really,
Kennedy's
really
going to
good stuff.
fire this one back as quick as he can. He finds Warboys. Warboys puts it onto Taylor. Looking for numbers.
We've got an intercept.
He's McGrady. He can run. No, that's Kearsey, sorry.
Warboy's done well there to wrap him up there, mate. A lot of toe, young McGrady, and would have been hard to pull him up if he got in the clear.
My mistake there. That is McGrady. These Lakes numbers, they're hard to see, unfortunately. A bit too much yellow and blue going on as Casson looks on the inside.
Kennedy again.
Geez, he's been busy today. Kennedy around those legs. Every opportunity he gets, he's in there as Blasick goes forward with the ball. And Sau with the point of the left shoulder.
You have a shoulder charge there, or?
No, that was great. Bring the shoulder charge back. It's ridiculous.
R.I.P.
That is the worst rule in the history of rugby league as the ball goes forward with Fido tackling around the legs and Kennedy over the top.
Good defensive set there from Central on the back of what could have been disastrous with that McGrady intercept there. I'd like to put a nice set together and a good kick on the end of it to turn Mason round as he looks to come out of his own 10 here.
Here goes Mason. He's bringing the ball forward. He's tackled 18 metres out from his own line. Central. It's 6-all. There's 20 minutes to go in the grand final.
The game's on a knife edge, mate. This could go either way.
Absolutely. As the ball hits Sau, that could be a penalty. But no, the referee says play on, and here goes Sau, darting out a dummy half down the right-hand touchline, looking for some space, but can't find any. Here's Kennedy. Look for Hafunga to find some room as he charges forward yet again. Tackled there, just before the 50 now, Central. Here goes Kennedy, another little scoot out of dummy half. He's always finding a few metres, and a missed tackle there from Randall, looking for a shot in his midsection. Here goes Kingston out of dummy half now. Finds Warboys. He's going to go high, but he comes off the side of the boot. He's going to let it run.
Oh, jeez.
Play on. The ball gone dead. This will be a dropout. Wow.
And we've got a penalty for he's taking him off the ball there, the young centre, young Lockie Bent there. He's taken the Lakes man off the ball, so we're going to have a penalty there for the Seagulls.
Let's have a look at this replay here for Bar TV.
Again, letting the ball bounce. You don't want to be doing that. Not on this ground.
As the ball come off the side of the boot from Warboys, it's bounced again, and it stays.
It just wouldn't go out.
I don't know about that taken without the ball.
Yeah, Fleming would have done well there.
He was past him when he tackled him. He didn't know.
Fleming would have done well to have played the ball there rather than the man. But anyway, Captain Hindsight.
Absolutely, Josh Nielsen with the scoop here on the left of me. Good stuff, brother. All over it. As Lakes come out.
Like a cheap suit.
That's the only suit I've ever going to wear.
Is there any other kind?
Do they exist? You mean there's other places than Lowe's that sell suits? As the ball is taken down the right-hand side with Hills now, the aggressive Hills, the first-grade player this year for Lakes. As the ball is coming now on the 40. Nice little scoot from Elms. We haven't seen much of him in this second half, but that was a good little scoot to square up into the middle and Hafunga over the top. Here's Casson looking on the inside. Watch that inside pass. He's lost the ball.
And he's called a strip.
Penalty. Just keep an eye on Casson, the 8 for Lakes United. Every run he's had in this half, he's dummied to the inside. Will we see an inside ball?
Jeez.
If they throw an inside ball and they score, I am the greatest commentator.
There's one thing front rowers love. It's a big dummy to no one. So I don't know how much push he's had on his inside, but he's showing it there all day. So
mate, I threw more dummies in my career than meters gained. Please don't tackle me. It takes me 6 minutes to get up. It's just the ball's now with Hibbert. Tackled there, 26 metres out around the throat. There's Taylor. He likes a bit of the rough stuff.
Bit of chin music from the big fella.
As the ball's taken forward by Hill, he's lost a boot. Lakes in a great spot here. They need a try. It's still 6-all. There's 16 minutes to go. As the ball, here's the dummy half. Bad marker work. They're with the ball. It's back to Hill. What happened to the markers there? They split a bit too early.
That's Birch. You watch late in this half. Birch will be looking to catch a mark as they go to the right-hand side here.
Here's Cooper, the try scorer, looking for more points. He's still going. Oh. Well taken by Millgate. He held on, and Kennedy, of course, involved in the tackle as well. Hafunga is offside by about 18 metres there, but the referee wasn't looking. That's all right as the ball's flicked out. Chasing is Sau. Will he come up with it? He has. That's great work from Central.
We're going to have a call of play on here. There's a few bobbles there, but the ref's going to let the game go, let it play on as Central come out of their own half here. Great work there by young Sow.
Lachlan Bent with a great run as well. He's taken it nearly to the 40-metre line. It's a slow play, the ball. He gets up gingerly as Kennedy comes out of dummy half. It comes to Mason now. He's on the 45-metre line. He's going to play the ball. Comes to Kennedy. Kennedy pushes it out to Warboys. Here's Warboys finding his halfback, and it's coming out to Hafanga on this edge here. He's finding metres. He's looking for a flick pass. He can't get the ball out to Sow. And now with the dummy half, it's Kingston. He's...
You're right, mate. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. I was on a roll there.
Sorry. Mate, I won't do that again.
How dare you?
I was going to say, Hafanga, every time he's carried the ball on this right edge, mate, he just looks so dangerous. Making so many metres out here on this lake left-hand side.
Here's Warboys going high. We saw him doing this in the warm-up. Every kick was going high. Kennedy comes down.
Great take from Cooper there.
Matt Cooper, another great take. He's had a solid performance. Coming out now, looking to beat the 20-metre line, it's Muir. Muir with the ball, playing the ball, 18 metres out. Picking the ball up. Here goes Mullins. A little bit of a scoot out of dummy half.
Kennedy again with the legs tackle, mate. I tell you what, anyone over the age of 50 is just going to love Bryce Kennedy's work today. He hasn't got a wrestle in him, mate. He does not have a wrestle in him.
Millgate over the top. Crunching defence from Millgate. He's been important too for the Central side. Another one around the legs. We've spotted Sam Collins in the crowd. Our former commentator, he's been sacked by Bar TV for bringing the Bar TV into disrepute.
Breach of contract, I think.
And here's Mason looking to beat the Lakes defenders. He beats one, he beats two.
Great run. Mason's in the clear.
Here goes Mason looking for support. He's still going. He's going to beat the fullback. Look at this. This is the run of the year. Here goes
He's not
Mason.
going to get there.
He's got one to beat. And
what a run.
Matt Cooper. That is a great run. And throws a forearm into the good measure.
Unbelievable stuff from the fullback, Jake Mason there.
Cooper as it comes out to Warboys. Here's to Hafanga. He steps again. He's still going. Look at this. From Central, they've turned the tables. What a run from Jake Mason.
And we've got a penalty for the Butcher Boys here. Jake Mason, take a bow, son. That's an unbelievable carry.
Do we take the two? That is the call for Central.
That's a huge call, mate.
The peace symbol goes up. 2 points. What's the call?
Do you take the two and go again? They've got to kick off. So you take the two, do you reset, go again, back yourself to score another try, or do you just back yourself to go in here?
There's 13 minutes to go. They're taking a bit too much time. We've got Millgate down, I believe it is. Down there with Matt Fox, another Dudley legend. Matt Fox there, the trainer, just off screen. As the ball, look at this run from Millgate. Beats one, beats two, beats three, beats four, beats five, and into space. Here he beats six. Then he beats, well, he doesn't beat Matt Cooper in the end, but
Great chase from young Cooper there. I thought Mason was home and hosed up until about the 10. And he just lassoed him and rode him to the ground. But what a carry there by Jakey Mason.
And a nice little forearm just to finish it off.
Mate, why not?
We got you, mate. And they're going to go the two. Yeah. Central looking to put themselves back in front in this grand final here at Hunter Stadium. There's 13 minutes to go. They're going to suck up a bit of time here, the Central Newcastle boys. But Lakes, they were in a great spot there. It was back and forth. It was an arm wrestle. But one little, as we saw in the first half with Cooper scoring, one little mistake or one little opportunity, the other team capitalises, and look where we are now. The game has completely turned around. Kennedy's going for the shot at goal just to the left side of the upright, probably about 4 metres to the left side.
That's nice. That's precise, mate. I like that 4 metres. We'll get the yardstick out afterwards.
Probably 4 metres. I don't know, millimetres. Anyway. And Kennedy's going to, he's just putting the ball on the tee there. Kennedy has been so busy this afternoon. If this bloke isn't a player of the future, if I was in charge of the recruitment for the Newcastle Knights, I would be down there.
Well, you'd be signed up for starters. You'd sign yourself up.
I'd be head water boy and wouldn't run the water. I'd just give the directions to the other water boys. And Kennedy, I'd sign him up immediately. He's a great young player.
Mate, his work in defence today has been unbelievable. Just really attacks sort of midsection. He's not a big fella, but plenty of ticker. And,
here he goes. Coming in, a little bit of a step, a skip, and puts the ball, and it goes over. Central Newcastle 8, Lakes United Seagulls 6 points. 8 points to 6, Central in front now. There's 12 minutes to go in this grand final. As we can see, and as we've seen this morning, absolutely anything can happen in a grand final, and it already has. We've seen some great breaks, some of the biggest hit of the year in the Newcastle.
Mate, poor old Riley Sullivan on the wrong end of that one. I don't think he's been seen since either. That was an absolute bell ringer.
Won't matter if he wins here today, however, as the ball is kicked off by Lakes United and it goes high. It's flying down the ground, and here goes the front row of the replacement. Oh, another big shot looking there.
Lyndon Hills, far out.
Keenan was looking for a shot as well. Gets the Central boys, the front rowers need some footwork out there.
Oh, mate, stop.
Immediately. As
A
Sal
dummy,
brings the ball
something.
forward.
It's just cannon fodder.
Just look to put a chip in, something.
Oh, stop.
So ball goes forward, it's Fleming with the ball. And Kennedy puts it out to Warboys. Dummies to Millgate under and takes the ball forward. He's looking for that 50-metre line. They're in another good position here, Central. They're about to go to the kick. They're going to take one more run. No, Kennedy's going to put one down the ground, just like Josh said earlier. Great kicker out of dummy half. He finds the gap and puts it into the in goal.
He's turned him round too, and Kennedy's kicked well today, Central and Warboys. Well, Kennedy down there again.
Oscar Muir held onto that well. He's getting pumped back, however, and he's in the in goal. The referee's given a penalty. No, he's called it back.
And we've got a bit of afters here. Cooper and Taylor going at it in the in goal.
A little bit of a push and shove.
Game on a knife edge. It's starting to heat up a little bit here, Isaac. It's looking good. Very interesting.
Have you ever noticed in the NRL that ever since the fighting rule has been brought in, that wingers have seemingly become extremely confident?
We're all hard men. Wingers and little blokes. Yeah, mate. I'd say in your dad's time it was a very different story, mate. But yeah, no, you're right. It's people get brave all of a sudden when they know they're not going to get a smack in the mouth if they're gobbing off. So.
Not that I'm some mad fighter, I'm an absolute sook, but
couldn't fight me way out of a wet paper bag, mate. I'm shocking.
Absolutely. Okay, the referee's just going over a few orders here. There's 10 minutes to go in this grand final. Things are boiling over a little bit, and the referee's just say, keep it down, boys.
Jakey Mason gives a signal there for the boys to keep a lid on it. Keep a lid on it for the last 10, and whoever side that starts playing footy here is going to go a long way to winning this game.
Here's Casson around the legs. Who else but Kennedy? Great tackle again. Here goes Hills. He's bringing it forward. Hafanga in there, and it's a penalty. Another high tackle, another push. It's Hills. The referee's called him back. He was looking for a bit of a quick tap, and here's the first tackle. Tackled there. Just keep an eye on the swinging arm here.
Jolly
on
Taylor.
Hills, and yeah, that's pretty high.
Bit of chin music again.
Fair
Jolly.
enough.
He's got that in his game. He's as he goes down there. Yeah, he doesn't stop. He's got an engine lock. We see a knock on here from Lakes.
That is not what they needed. They needed that. They needed to complete that set of 6. They won't do it. And Sal scoots out of dummy half. There's only one marker there. He gets past Kirk, but Kirk brings him down eventually, 20 metres out. Here goes Fleming at acting half. Big shoulder. Play on though. He's still going.
Tell you what, those middles for Lakes, mate, they've just been outstanding. Their defence today, just brutal stuff.
Here's Warboys, finds Mason coming out now. Looking for
we've got a
Hendricks.
try.
He's over. That's it. No, hang on. This is a big call. This is a big call.
The touch judge signalled, what are we going to 20 tap.
20 tap.
Jeez, I thought that was a try for all money there, Isaac. I thought he was.
Bobby Hendricks
as
comes
we see
out
here on
now.
the replay. Oh, great tackle. Oh, mate, I think that's a try.
That's a big call.
Great tackle there from young Cooper. I think it was Cooper, the fullback. But
young Bobby Hendricks needed a dive there, unfortunately.
It's ancient history now.
But let's keep moving as there's 9 minutes to go in this grand final. Here goes Casson winding up again.
No dummy on the inside there, mate.
Yeah, he's wet and ready for it, mate. Don't you worry. If he doesn't throw it, I'm going to look like a goose. As the ball dummies to Hills. They're looking for Hills. The defence is looking for Hills. That's a good man to dummy to. They're going to keep going for him. Playing the ball now. Coming out. Here goes Lakes looking for a bit of a shift.
Kennedy again. I'd love to see his tackle count for the day, mate. He's been superb for the boys today.
Absolutely, as Birch puts it onto Hill. Another one from Birch. Going along now. Still going. One over the top.
We've got numbers on the left here. Big numbers on the left here for Lakes.
They're going to use them as well.
And we've got a knock on. Oh. Jeez, both sides with chances to take this game by the scruff of the neck, and they're just fumbling at the crucial point.
That was Lake's moment. They may not get another opportunity like that in this game.
Have a look here. They had 4 on 2 on the left here, and we just have a knock on in the play of the ball.
What happened there? Okay, he gets up to play the ball here. The central, he doesn't touch it with his foot. Is that the call? We've got some cramps going on down there.
I think he might have cramped just as he was trying to play the ball there, young Lyndon Hills. And
there's some more magnesium in his life.
Yeah, a bit more. A few dietary tips. Great set of hammies on the young fella, though. He's stretching those.
Some of the best in the game.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff.
Good stuff, mate.
What's your regime, son? They're unreal.
Please help me. All right. There's 8 minutes to go in this grand final. Clock hasn't stopped, so I don't believe the referee can call stoppage until 5 minutes.
Five out, I think, is the rule.
And here's Sow with the ball, 10 metres out. Bit of a fumble, but he's still going. Pushes around and is eventually tackled by Kearsey over the top. Here goes Bacchus with the ball. He's on the field into dummy half, giving Kennedy a bit of a rest for a couple of minutes. Kennedy's still on the field, but he's just having a rest from dummy half. Here goes Sow with the ball. Good first contact from Lakes too. Kirk's been heavily involved in defence in this second half. Here goes Bacchus, looking for Hafanga, but he's tackled there, 35 metres out from his own line. Let's get an end of this set here as Kennedy puts it down the ground and finds space again.
He's found the grass just about every time he's kicked the ball, Kennedy. He's had an absolute whale of a game today.
Here's Hayden Mullins with the ball as he brings it forward, looking to beat some defenders, but he knows Kennedy's there around the legs. You can't beat that Kennedy leg tackle,
mate. And he's the first one down there on the kick chase every time. He's had a fantastic game today.
Tackled 31 metres out now from the Lakes line. Playing the ball. They need to go forward here, Lakes United. They need field position. They need an opportunity and they need runners. Where's Cassim with the inside ball? It's coming, I'm telling you.
There he is. There's the inside ball. Oh no. Oh.
This is the greatest. Oh my God, he's
I can't believe what we've just seen. I can't believe what we've just seen.
Score. I'm sorry for my unprofessionalism. I couldn't believe it come off.
Isaac, you called it. The inside ball, mate, from the front row of Cassin. Great push there from the fullback, Matty Cooper. Isaac, you called it, mate.
Excuse my unprofessionalism. That's unbelievable.
The rugby league brain of Isaac Butterfield at work day, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody
what a
sign
try.
me up. Get rid of Rabs immediately.
What a try for Lakes. Have a look at this on the replay
here. He goes, and just sniffing around. Inside ball. Millgate missed him, and he's coming here. Finds Randall, and Randall beats Kingston there, and he'll go over and score a try that could seal this grand final for Lakes United.
That's massive.
Minor premiers.
That's massive. And great work, Matty Cooper. He's been outstanding all day, pushing around everything, and he found the inside ball there, found his support, and that's a great try there for the Seagulls, and that could be huge in the context of this game, mate.
Can I just go back to Cassin? That has been being set up since the start of the first half. That is great work from the front rower.
You talk about the modern day front rower, mate. You talk about footwork and you talk about handling ability. Young Cassin's got both in abundance, and we saw the full extent of it there, mate. To put a fullback away. When do you reckon in your career you ever put someone through a gap as a front rower?
Mate, there's a gentleman by the name of Martin Oswald who I threw a flick pass to, and it was the greatest moment of both of our careers.
Yeah.
He actually tore his ligaments in his ankle at the end of the
pass
run.
Was that good,
and he never played again.
The pass was that good.
True story,
mate. Great work there. That's a really nice try from the Seagulls, and absolutely huge in shaping the way this game's going to finish up.
As we said earlier, there is plenty of opportunities for both sides to score here, and Lakes can score from anywhere in the field, but so can Central, as we saw with Mason. And how important does it now come down to that tackle by Matt Cooper about 5 minutes ago on the other fullback, Mason from Central, as Cooper puts the ball over straight between the sticks. We've got a 4-point ball game coming down to 5 minutes. How important is that tackle now?
Mate, like you say, these efforts that people make in grand finals, they can shape a game, and Cooper rounding up Mason there on the end of a huge break, mate. That could have easily been 4 or 6 points, and he lassoed him up, held him out, and look where we are.
Back underway here for Central, kicked off the ground there. Coming down is picked up. It's Hills with the ball. Hills, the strong runner, goes straight through Kennedy. Kennedy not hitting low there. And he comes off second best as the ball is picked up. And now Lakes look like world beaters here.
Yeah, Lakes will be a bit of a spring in the step after that try.
Here goes the inside ball thrower as he just turns his back and takes the tackle there on the 50-metre line. It's now with Birch. He skips out, finds his player there just next to him, and tackled around the legs again is Kennedy. Busy today. Here's Birch again. Finds Hill. Jacob Hill with the ball. Big shot. Great defence there from about 3 Central players. The ball is now put down the ground from Kearsey as the ball bounces.
A great kick.
Here's
Mason's got a lot of work to do here.
Mason, he will be tackled in the end goal. It's a dropout.
That's a great set from the Seagulls there. They just kick, building pressure. Great kick chase to Mason. Let the ball bounce, and he had a mountain of work to get through to get out there, and he just couldn't do it.
They'll get a repeat set here. The Lakes boys, they've got 4 minutes. Time off. We've got cramps.
Cramps left, right and centre. Hills is still stretching the calves out. Mason's down with cramp. The boys are emptying the tanks today, mate.
As we said, it is a hard surface down there at Hunter Stadium. Probably not one players are used to playing on. Perhaps that's have something to do with the cramps in the calf muscles out there today, or maybe they just had a bit of a night out last night.
Yeah, maybe just not as fit as they should be. Well, that's a bit rich, me talking about fitness, mate.
Big call from the commentary box up here.
Couple of elite athletes on the mic today.
Oh, somebody stop me. I was sweating coming up the stairs up here.
I got the lift.
What a great grand final we've seen with 4 minutes to go. This has been fantastic from these young fellas. It was the exact same as last year. Central come away with a win last year, but the 19's providing plenty of entertainment for those crowd members out here early enough today to witness the game. It's fantastic. It's a shame the game isn't live for people to watch at home, but powers that be decided against that. But it's certainly a great experience for these young fellas playing on the hallowed turf of Marathon Stadium.
It's a great ground, mate, and fantastic facilities. The shed, they get to use the sheds and the warm up areas and to the full extent. So, mate, it's like you say, it's a great opportunity for these young blokes who a lot of them won't have had a chance to play here in their young careers, and they might not again. So it's a special day for them for sure.
All right, we need some predictions coming to the last 4 minutes of this game. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Lakes United up 12 points to 8. Josh Nielsen, my expert commentary partner today. What are your thoughts? What's coming in this? Okay, you're on Central's side right here, right?
I'll take your Central hat off.
Take your Central hat. Put it back on.
Oh, you want? Right.
I know you've been completely unbiased today.
Impartial as possible today, mate.
What is your words? What are the words you're sending out to your team right now?
Mate, Central need to, first of all, they're going to have to hold Lakes out this set. It's going to have to be a big set defensively. And then I think not to panic. We've got about, maybe it is time to panic. We've got about 3 minutes left. So they're probably going to get, Lakes might get 2 sets. Central might only get 1 set by the time they roll around. So they've got an important, try and force an error here. And I think we're going to have to look for a bit of individual brilliance from someone.
Jacob Hill looking for the offload. Can't get it. Hafunga finally brings him to ground with a Taylor around the legs. Here goes Birch out of dummy half. What has he got early on here? Finds Casson. Casson taking the ball forward. The inside pass hero from Lakes United. Tackled over the top is Kennedy.
He's your new favourite player, isn't he?
He's my new favourite player. I owe him a beer. That's fantastic. Here goes Birch. The ball pushes out. Here's Hill with the ball. Hills with the ball. Rather. He's got some power, the young fella.
So strong.
They've got numbers on the left here. Will they find them? No, they go to the right. Push the ball out. Here's Kearsey with the ball. The right foot step. He's still coming back to the left. Play on, says the referee. There was nothing wrong with that around the leg. They're looking at each other, and the referee has nothing to say about it. No, he's coming in, and he's having a few words, and there's a penalty.
What do you do here? Do you take the 2 if you like, push it to 6 points, and chew the clock a little bit? I'd say they'll take the 2 here. As we see the replay.
Taking the 2.
Yeah, he got him right under the chin there. Definitely a penalty. As we hear the call of cattle dog from the crowd.
Was that Sam Collins?
It was very possibly Sam Collins, our missing commentary partner today, inciting a bit of crowd involvement down there.
2.5 minutes remaining. And this is the Under-19's grand final here on Tooheys Cup Day at Hunter Stadium, Sunday the 18th of September. What a great day.
Unbelievable day.
Crowds are starting to follow in for the following 3 games after this. We've got open grade, we've got reserve grade, and we've got the first grade. What are your thoughts on the first grade game?
Mate, it's going to be a cracking game of footy. Both sides, they sort of led all year. Macquarie in particular were just ferocious all year. They were undefeated at home. Souths snuck away, sort of snuck in. They scored a mountain of tries on their edges all year, and a lot of very attractive footballers too. Willie Hedder playing some fantastic footy. Playing an attractive style of footy, I should say, mate. But, mate, I think...
He's a good-looking bloke.
Macquarie are heavily tipped, mate, but I think there might be a bit of an ambush on the cards. I think Souths have kind of flown in a little bit under the radar, and I think there might be an ambush today.
I'll agree with that, as the kick comes in now from Cooper, and
he's missed it.
It's a dropout. It's going to be a dropout from the 20-metre line.
Jeez, that's... Well, we'll see what that means in a couple of minutes.
There's the dropout. It's interesting. It goes down the ground, picked up by Randall, the try scorer. As he comes forward, tackled there, Sal, and we've got Kingston on top as well. Slow play the ball. Central are going to have one more throw of the dice as big defence from Kennedy. He's thrown in there. He's given it everything. And an enormous tackle there. And the touch judge come in. This is interesting. What's happened here?
What have we got here? A little bit of contact on the head. Touch judge is deemed illegal.
He's called the captain over.
Bit of layering up going on here.
Here's the replay. Let's have a look.
Jeez, there's nothing in that, is there?
I can't see.
Bit of a forearm on the cheek there, but I mean, it's been going on all day. That's
a big call from the touch judge to run in a minute before the end of the game. That's massive.
And that's going to be the ball game, I think, ladies and gentlemen.
There's 90 seconds to go. Anything can happen. Let's see how we go here. Central will get maybe one throw of the dice. There's a set of 6 to go, however. And taking their time, Muir taking his time getting the ball back in. We'll see a few slow play the balls this set as Randall takes one forward. Sauer around the legs. Playing the ball now. Birch is going to put one back to his halfback there. Hibbard still with the ball. Sauer around the top. They need to make quicker tackles, the Central Newcastle boys. There's a bit of a push and shove.
We've got it on the left-hand side here, Bacchus and Randall.
Bacchus and Randall, bit of a push and shove. Bacchus needs to get back in the defensive line as Millgate looks and gets over top.
Big numbers for Lakes to the right-hand side here. Excuse me if they can get there.
Josh Nielsen getting choked up here in the last couple of moments of this game. And they've lost it. Is this a knock-on? It's gone. It's a knock-on. Big call from the referee.
Central want to pack the scrum here. We've got 30 seconds left.
Let's play the ball here. Pack the scrum, rather. Calling them in. There's 30 seconds remaining in the grand final. It's a 4-point ball game. Central will get 2 tackles, maybe.
We've got time off.
And they've called time off. The scrum is packed. 19 seconds left on the clock. 12 points to 8. Lakes United in front of Central.
We've got the Lakes wingers back here. They're ready for the kick. What have we got? 2 plays maybe, Isaac. 19 seconds. Central might get two cracks to go the thick end of 90 metres and do something special here.
Here's Millgate with the ball. What has he got? He puts one out. Over to Sal. Coming down. They're going to have nothing on this play, it looks like, as they push the back ball back. Millgate. They've got numbers if they can find them. Out here goes Hafunga. He hasn't passed the ball today yet, but he looks it now. Here we go. On to Colliner. Puts the ball back. It bounces with Taylor. Ball still going. Bit of a bobble. They're still with the ball, Central. Kicks to no one, and it'll go out, and Lakes United have won the grand final in 2016. The under-19s. What a great game of rugby league we've seen this afternoon. Central Charlestown have been beaten in the 2016 under-19s grand final as the players storm the ground. A fantastic effort from both sides. These young fellas today have given it their all. A great game of footy, Josh Nielsen.
Mate, a fantastic game of footy. 2 sides, mate, absolute cracker of a game. Threw the kitchen sink at each other. A lot of empty tanks, a lot of busted bodies out there. The Central boys obviously bitterly disappointed. Lakes, I think Lakes thoroughly deserved that one, mate. They were. It was a good arm wrestle and a little bit of class from your new favourite player. Young Lukey Cass in there, the front rower. Mate, no, fantastic game of footy. And congratulations to Lakes, their premiers.
They've well deserved that. A great season. They were minor and now major premiers in the 2016 under-19s grand final here at Hunter Stadium against Central Newcastle. There's still a bit of push and shove going on out there, a little bit of argument. Let it go, fellas. I'd be straight off the field if I was Central and just don't worry about it.
Just leave it out there, boys. I think that's the... mate, it's a heated rivalry, like you say. Lakes and Central separated just by a bit of Pacific Highway there, and sometimes things get a bit heated, particularly in the grand final, mate. A lot of emotion, and mate, I think the boys will do well to just sort of shake hands and leave it out there and have a Tui's new together after the game.
Absolutely, and it's great to see such a great rivalry between young players, and these guys will play and they'll go through the grades now, and they'll continue that rivalry and play against each other for many years. Some players may even play together, and that's what's great about playing so close to other teams.
Yep.
You form these rivalries. It is what is missing from the national competition.
Yep.
These rivalries, they've gone out the window. Everyone's best mates now, and we don't get to see some of the stuff that we do get to see State of Origin time, which is a bit of a shame, but we got to see some of that today. So thank you to all the boys who played today. Great effort from everyone out there. We've got some absolute standout players. For me, Bryce Kennedy from Central Newcastle was absolutely amazing with everything he does throughout the game. And his opposite number, Nash Birch, was as equally important, always finding a little bit of room and capitalising on opportunities. But Matt Cooper was the difference as well at the back for Lakes United. He made that tackle on Jake Mason after Mason ran about 150 metres all over the field.
It was a huge run.
It was a great run, and Matt Cooper finished him off with a little 4-over arm over the top. I think it was the people's elbow. I'm not too sure, but
Touchy's missed that one.
Touchy missed that one. They got the one a little bit.
They couldn't
later
keep
on.
up. He was too quick.
But Josh Nielsen, I'm going to ask you a question here, mate. Josh, the Red Viper Nielsen, as you've been nicknamed.
You've just dubbed me today.
The Red Viper. Well, I want you to give the Man of the Match award to one of the players out here today from Lakes United. The Red Viper award, who does that go to?
Mate, that's our Red Viper was going to go to fullback Matt Cooper. He had a stellar game today. He was safe at the back. A few crucial plays by the young fella as well. First one, like you say, wrapping up Jake Mason just shy of the try line there after a stellar run, and then that inside ball off Luke Casson, which led to the Carl Randall try, which ended up being the difference between the two teams. So, mate, man of the match, Matty Cooper, absolutely fantastic game today from the young fullback.
Congratulations, Matt. That's you win absolutely nothing from Josh, but just his praise.
Our admiration.
Absolute admiration.
Which, I mean, you can't really put a price on that, can you?
Maybe. Well, Josh Nielsen from Central Newcastle, mate. Thank you for joining us here this morning, mate. You guys are out of the comp, obviously, and not in the not in any of the grand finals later on today.
Yeah, lean year for the Butcher Boys this year, mate. Bit of a tough one in the other grades, but the 19's were sort of the shining light, mate. They were, as they usually are. These young blokes lead by example, and it's great to see. We've got a lot of great talent coming through the footy club, and it's exciting, mate. So, yeah, mate, we'll kick back for the rest of the day now, and hopefully, mate, if we get a couple more games like that one, we'll be doing all right.
Absolutely, a lot of great players there for Central Newcastle, young fellas. Hopefully, a few of those guys may stick around for the later years with the club. Probably a few of them will go to Dudley just to have a great time.
Why not, mate?
Why not?
Social club of the year, every year.
But thank you for joining us here on Bar TV by Top Better. It's been a great morning here. We've got 3 other great games here brought to you through Bar TV, so stick around for that. Some quality commentary, I'm sure. Will they reach the heights of us? Probably not.
Jeez, we've set the bar, haven't we?
Extremely high. It's higher than, I don't know, Snoop Dogg. So it's thank you very much for joining us here. My name's Isaac Butterfield. It's an absolute pleasure. We'll leave you with the final shots of the game and the Lakes United players celebrating. See you later.